The claim, Barack Obama never mentioned Juneteenth while in office during this month's celebration of Juneteenth, a holiday commemorating the end of slavery. A Facebook post made the claim that former President Barack Obama never mentioned the holiday during his entire 8 years in office. The claim came a few days after President Donald Trump told the Wall Street Journal, on June 17, that before his rally nobody had ever heard of Juneteenth. PolitiFact published a fact-check the following day that rated Trump's claim as pants on fire false. The Facebook post asks readers, how come Black Obama in 8 years never mentioned Juneteenth? However, it provides no evidence to support the claim. The user could not be reached for comments or clarification. More Trump takes credit for holiday celebrating Emancipation Proclamation. Obama's history with Juneteenth. The former President of the United States has a long history with the holiday, dating back to his days as an Illinois state senator. In 2003, he was one of many co-sponsors of SB 1028, a bill that made Juneteenth a state-recognized holiday in Illinois. According to White House archives, during his time in the Oval Office, Obama made an official White House statement regarding Juneteenth on 7 separate occasions, beginning during his first year in office in 2009, with the exception of 2013, based on our research. That year, he was in Berlin on Juneteenth. Several tweets from the White House's official account also coincided with the statements from past years. On this day in 1865, more than 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, those who found themselves still enslaved in Galveston, Texas had their hopes realized and their prayers answered, Obama's 2009 statement read. Contrary to what others had told them, the rumors they had heard were indeed true. The Civil War had ended, and they were now free. Obama has also continued to advocate for the holiday even after leaving the Oval Office. In recent weeks, Obama commemorated Juneteenth by sharing a New York Times opinion column, along with a comment of his own. Juneteenth has never been a celebration of victory or an acceptance of the way things are. It's a celebration of progress. It's an affirmation that despite the most painful parts of our history, change is possible and there is still so much work to do, Obama tweeted. What is Juneteenth? According to the Congressional Research Service, Juneteenth marks the date that Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced the end of both the Civil War and slavery. The announcement was delivered on June 19, 1865. Although the Emancipation Proclamation came 2.5 years prior in 1863, many slave owners continued to hold slaves because of the lack of communication channels. Thus, this date is largely symbolic of African American freedom. Fact-check: the Irish were indentured servants, not slaves. According to the Texas State Historical Association, Texans began celebrating Juneteenth, recreationally, as early as 1866. These events included public entertainment, picnics, and family reunions often featuring dramatic readings, pageants, parades, barbecues, and ball games. A year later, under the direction of the Freedmen's Bureau, Juneteenth was first celebrated at the Texas state capitol. By the 1870s, some cities had even purchased specific land tracts for celebrations, most notably Emancipation Park in Houston, Texas. According to the Texas State Library, migration to the neighboring states of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma saw cultural celebrations like Juneteenth slowly become adopted. Other states included Alabama, Florida, and California. Fact-check: father of modern gynecology performed experiments on enslaved black women. According to Juneteenth.com, the holiday continued to gain strong support up until World War II, when a mix of social issues led to the celebration of Juneteenth significantly declining. It was not until the civil rights movements of the 1960s and 1970s that a resurgence in Juneteenth would be sparked. Fact-check: Ghana is not offering money, land to lure black Americans. According to the Library of Congress, Texas became the first state to proclaim Juneteenth an official state holiday in 1980. Since then, all but 3 states have officially recognized Juneteenth as a state holiday: Hawaii, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Our rating: false. We rate the claim that former President Barack Obama did not mention Juneteenth while in office as false because it is not supported by our research. During his time in the Oval Office, the former president released many official White House statements commemorating the date. The White House and president have also tweeted out Juneteenth content on multiple occasions recognizing the holiday during the Obama administration. Thank you for watching. Don't forget subscribe to watch more videos.